Welcome to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Las Vegas Raiders. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And now look at him go. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Kenyon Drake. His fourth touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. Well, they said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would say on the defensive sideline, there's a lot to answer for. Because you spend all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they have both. Over-committing in the secondary, and he just went stepping past them and is still running, essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt. Herbert on first down now. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
He was brought down.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Powering his way forward, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a first and 10 at the 39-yard line. Looking downfield for Godwin. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 9-yard line.
Drake will start the drive on the ground. A first down and more for Drake. And he's going to get this all the way up to the 30-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
I call it no gain there on the first down play. He had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's second and 10. They go play action with Ryan. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Montez Sweat able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Third and long. It's Ryan. And he'll go underneath here to Drake. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. Jack Fox out to punt here on fourth down. Back deep to return is K.J. Hamler. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And the Raiders will take over now first and 10.
At their own 23-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on second down, and that leads to a tough third down call. Out of the gun, Herbert. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, Herbert looking for Godwin, and he's got it complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, 1st down. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. There's a 1st down throw that's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game. Going to stop you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he gets it down to the 32. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
32-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. A quick pass here to Godwin. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Daniil Hunter in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. And get another 1st down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. 4-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Brought down at the
from the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now Herbert with it looking to pass. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Ties the game at 7. Michael Dixon set to...
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
That's their own 25.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Now Ryan on 1st down. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. These two teams all tied after 1.
To 7.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Ryan. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Well, From the gun, it's Ryan. And that is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. A good return there, 17 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
At their own 43-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
At the 48-yard line.
After the interception, here's Ryan. He's going to look downfield for Henry. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here, 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning it into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back at the back 7, phenomenal.
The 11-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And Herbert, his 3rd interception. It's Desmond Trufant. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there, and what I'm hearing more and more, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Herbert on 3rd down now. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And the return will stop right around the 25. This is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the...
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a quick throw into the hands of Jefferson. He's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes. But receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Last play they went over 20 yards. This time they top 30. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go band of brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the Bengals' 8-yard line.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. To the air again, Herbert. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. KJ Hamler, the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd and goal. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one, much more like lead.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Herbert back to the air. He can run for it, and he will. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rounding, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. Now McManus will line up for the field goal. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. And McManus able to put it through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. It's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Running, it's Drake. And he will get enough for a first down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd and 10. It's Ryan again. Hunter brings it in. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
The one thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Henry's got it out on the left side. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch,
Yeah.
but still,
No
yardage. Okay.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. There'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 18-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 15 yards on the play. 1st down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Now they go screen. It's complete. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Herbert throwing again. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Daniil Hunter has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this 3rd quarter of action. Fields it in the middle of the end zone, and this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Brings up 3rd and 3.
From the gun, Herbert. Open man has got it. It's complete. And now off to the races. Down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Chris Godwin, his 11th touchdown of the year. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both. Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence.
He lost the football, and the Raiders pick it up. He's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
McManus's point after is good, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And let's just say they're going to be... They were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run with Drake. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. That's Anthony Barr coming in from his linebacker spot to bring him to the ground.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Ryan. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And returning it, here's Hamler. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 32.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And 4.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run here with Swift. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
It's now 3rd and 9.
The line to gain is the 33 on third down. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And it's caught by Smith. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 19. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
This one brought in by Jefferson.
Herbert's pass.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. They snap it to Herbert.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Back to throw here, Herbert. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Justin Herbert, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Set to kick off.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, 2nd down. Throwing again, Ryan. And yet again, Ryan is intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Makes the score Raiders 38. Bengals.
So they'll get another shot on offense. Follow is away. Fields has it in the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a fourth pick. And it's third down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
And Bengals on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, Ryan. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 17 at a Cincinnati first down.
First down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Ryan will throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Flushed out right. And right side, Henry's got it. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just let them bleed the game out that way.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down.
First down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 46. That throw into the arms of Allen. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Throwing again, Ryan. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you could put yourself in jeopardy.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They run out of the gun with Swift. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
3rd and 10.
Out of the gun, Herbert. Man complete, it's Hamler. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Vegas.
That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
But just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Looking downfield for Godwin. Man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Chris Godwin, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Raiders are pouring it on. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Makes the score Raiders 45, Bengals 14. Michael Dixon set to kick off.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that